Jessica D. Albino. I am the director of Cukiara, Ensemble of Bomba Body Dance and Drumming Academy in Tampa, Florida. My start in this journey of Bomba started in Chicago. My parents were a part of a board and also volunteered. And so through that cultural center in Chicago, I started taking classes in plena dance and also started my first African dance classes there. I was inspired by the teachers and instructors that were there who taught contemporary dance and ballet and also ballet folklorico. It was at the beginning of 8 years old, and I'm not going to tell you my age now, but it's been a long time. It was a journey of growing up in an urban city, of course, that's so cultured and just a blended course of dance classes. So hip hop, jazz, ballet, bomba, plena, and música danza de Puerto Rico. 5, 6, 7, go. Journey started there, and then I transplanted here to Tampa in search of sun and beach and tranquility and a better life for my children, because Chicago's a rough city and I have boys and I didn't want them growing up in those circumstances over there. So I decided to make the move here, and a couple of friends that I had been communicating with on social media decided to give me a call and make me a part of their group here. Our music in that group was focused on so many other things, such as electronica fusion with bomba. And unfortunately, the director of that group passed away, so we had talks, and I decided that I would try to keep it going here in the community, and he lent me his drum, and that's how it all started. So next year it'll be 10 years officially of this walk and this journey from long ago when I was a child.
My name is Amanda Rivera. I pronounce she, her, hers. I am a singer, dancer, maracaist, I suppose, and currently learning how to drum. So I just do a lot of things in the group. In 2018, my mom, which I was really surprised about because we didn't really have a lot of connections to like our heritage, she was like, "Oh, I really want you and your sister to do this bomba dancing." And she was like, "I remember growing up on the island and seeing it, and it was just so powerful, and I signed you guys up for the class." And I was like, "Okay, sounds good." And it was a 1-week intensive class in Orlando with I think it's a Cepeda school that's over there. And after I just fell in love, it was 1 week of learning my heritage and feeling the drums and feeling connection to my ancestors. And so I was like, I want to continue this. And I asked them, because I lived in Tampa at the time, how can I continue? And they introduced me to Jessica. And from there, I took a class with her. And then I just kind of came in with the group. You know, we stayed through the pandemic and everything, so we're a pretty rock solid group at this point.
My name is Adrian Papo Rivera. Papo is a given name. It's a name that everybody in the culture knows me as, and I'm the primo, subidor, and buleo to the group Bomba. I started Bomba about between 10 to 15 years ago. I moved back from Puerto Rico from a very bad life. And I've always been a musician since I was like 3 years old. And I kind of sidetracked from being a musician to unfortunately being in the streets. I moved to Puerto Rico in 2005, lived there for 3 years, was forced back to the United States through some criminal activities. Came back, had nothing to do, so I went back to the streets in Jersey City, New Jersey. And around 2010-ish, around there, I was introduced to the culture. I was introduced to bomba. My dad had took me to a Puerto Rican event in downtown Jersey City, and he surprised me because there was a group playing outside of a little restaurant, and they were just jamming out. It wasn't a performance or anything. So my dad forced me to sit on a drum, and I knew nothing of bomba. I didn't know any rhythms, I didn't know anything about the culture, nothing. So me, being who I am, all spontaneous, I just sat on a drum and just started playing along the rhythm, whatever came to my head.
Hi, my name is Melissa, and I am actually a student of the Bomba Body Dance and Drumming Company. It's been a desire of mine to get into Bomba for quite some time. I felt something was missing, and I got into it. Interestingly, I found Jessica, the director of this company, in 2018, and I had reached out to her, and then COVID came, so I was not able to attend the school. And then I finally actually found her July of this year, and I was super excited, and she had opened up like an open house. So since July of this year, I actually have been a student with her for drumming and also for bomba and plena.
What does bomba mean to me? It means survival. It means resistance. I often tell people that bomba has saved my life. I've been through a lot of difficult experiences. Every time someone asks me this question, this always happens. I don't know why. It's taught me that I can be strong. It's taught me that I can empower other people with my own testimony. Bomba means the preservation of our culture. It is the legacy that we leave behind to future generations, which is so important.
So, what does bomba mean to me? Bomba means connection. I think that a lot of kids, or like second gen kids from the diaspora, can understand what it means to feel like in this in between state where you feel connected to your culture, but you don't feel connected to your culture, and you feel like you may be too Hispanic for the kids that are here, but too white for the kids that are over there, and so you don't really know where you fit in. And bomba really helped me understand that as long as I'm trying to continue preserving my culture, and as long as I am, doing whatever I can, like I do belong, and it makes me feel really included. I think for a really long time I felt really rechaza from my culture, but this is the first time that I just realized that I am enough, exactly how I am, and I feel connected to something so much bigger than myself. And then obviously when you learn the history of bomba, where you learn about resistance and everything like that, as someone who strongly identifies as an activist, like I was all about it. So it's just something that's really cool about my culture, and I'm happy to be here.
To me, bomba means survival. To me, bomba means feelings, expressions. I'm not a big communicator when it comes to verbally speaking about my feelings or anything. So I use the drums to talk for me. Bomba has a combination of drums and dancer. It's a communication between the subidor, the primo, and the dancer. Whatever I can't verbally say, I talk with the dancer. We have a bond, we form a bond, a communication. And all that is just amazing because here you are struggling from life. And then you come to a rehearsal, to a gig, to a bate, just to hang out and drum with family and friends. Sometimes even people that you don't know. And all the struggle that you go through goes away. Why? Because you're allowed to express your feelings through drumming. Your hands, when they hit that skin, it's all your feelings coming out.
So what bomba means to me personally is freedom, freedom of expression, and just being able to dance. Through dance comes healing, and for me personally, it's just more of a connection to my cultural, traditional traits back to Puerto Rico, and being able to find that since I was born in the States, feeling the connection back to the motherland is very important to me, and it's always something that I've strived to connect with. So I'm glad that I found Jessica, because I feel she's just a true teacher and educator of the culture and the history, and really wants the tradition to live on.